Well, hello again. Let's see. Free flow? Sure. Free flow it is. Single-minded you are, and two-faced. Single-minded and two-faced, righteous though, and very logical. And two-faced, by two-faced, I don't mean like two-faced in a like two-faced bitch. What I mean is, basically, you only show your true face to certain people. What we have here is that you, this righteous, logical person, you intelligent, you're bored out of your fucking mind. So you basically are given something, and you're basically thinking in your head, that's just not enough. And it looks like what you're given is like you're given money, but you're thinking it's just not enough. Interesting. Because what you really want is, it's not that you do not want money, but what you really want is, my eyeballs itchy. What you really want is a relationship. And it feels like you're tied up in your relationship if you have one right now. And if you don't have one right now, it feels like you've been tied up in your relationship. So basically, tied up in terms of like, you were put more responsibilities on you. Either you took them willingly, or it was just basically like placed. My hair looks weird. Placed on you. Better. Placed on you by you, right? Never really by the partner themselves. So you take on more responsibilities than you have the sweet tooth to taste. And then what happens is, it's like a crazy little bitch devil comes out of you, and you're like, fuck this shit. And well, you, ladybug, or man, whoever you are, what we have here is that you have lots of personalities, multiple personalities, right? So if I say multiple personalities, that sounds like a good reason to be institutionalized. If a doctor was talking to you, I'm not a doctor. I'm a spiritual freak. So to me, multiple personalities is a very normal thing of growth and movement forward in this reality that we're in, right? It's just a matter of like, when you realize that you have those personalities, then it's a good thing. When it's bad is when you're not aware of them, right? I do not know that I have 100 personalities, and I don't know who they are and what they want. That's when it's dangerous. But when you're aware of the fact that you have 100 of them, and you know what each one wants and how they behave or when they come out, oh, darling, it's only strength. Basically, think of yourself as an army in one flesh. Fun, fun, fun. So that's what happens. All your personalities come out, but the way they come out is like they come out from behind of you. So basically, you're not really seeing all of your personalities at once. You might be aware of them. It looks like you welcome them, right? You're aware that you have the mood swings and personalities and all that jazz. But what you're not aware of, who each one of them actually are. So you didn't take time to get to know each one of those individuals, right? Because every personality in you is an individual. So you think of yourself as this cistern that carries all this fluid inside of it that moves at its own pace, in its own way. That's what you are. You're the cistern. You're this flesh. You're this vehicle that carries all this beautiful minds in it, within one mind concentrated. So you need to get to know them, because they will serve you at the right time when you need them. But they will scare you and put you in a mental institution. You will be in loony bin in no time if you refuse to face them and get to know them. Get to know them, accept them, make friends with them, and understand that they're part of you. It's like if the sun's rays became sun in itself. If every ray of sun became sun, would sun be crazy? No. Sun wouldn't be considered crazy. So that theory is insane in itself, by the example that I just told you. Okay. So where we stopped at, mine's the crazy philosophy that I just told you. You're aware of all these personalities, but you're accepting of them. It's like, I am insane. I'm crazy. I have bipolar disorder, or I'm just multi-personal dickly bun. And, but they come behind you. So it's like they pop up and you are not in control of them. And when they pop up, they go full fucking judgment. So you're going to judgment mode, and that is scary when that happens. So you tolerate a lot, but it looks like when shit goes south, you go devil. But you're not aware of the devil that you are. And the fighting mode goes crazy. You immediately access your masculine power, right? Your alpha. You immediately let your alpha personality out, right? The man inside of you comes out. You know, I don't know. Maybe the man inside of you comes out because you were liking the male character that you desired as growing up, right? Or, I don't know. You figure it for yourself. The masculine side comes out. And then what you do is you just take the people and then just like, get the fuck out of my home. You don't belong here. Presently, you're learning something. And what you're learning is quite precious. You're learning to value yourself. How good is that? You're also are dreaming more, right? Dreaming, not like go to sleep and la-di-da-di-da, dream. No. You're dreaming, you're fantasizing about your future. And what you're doing is you're actually allowing yourself to dream about it, to experience it in your mind, right? And you're quite selfish about it. You've become selfish about it. You're like, I create my own reality. I can think of what I want. I know what I want, and it's okay. Good for you. Okay, so you're gonna have a party. You're gonna have a party with your friends. It looks like it's gonna be three of you. The three people. You might be a party, or it might be just like you call each other and be like, I can't believe this happened. Yay. I don't know, whatever it is, something happened, and it looks like someone's gonna get punished, and you're gonna fucking love it. Like, when I'm saying you're gonna love it, you're gonna love it. Like, evil love it. What has this person did to you ever? Well, this person thought you were something that they wanted, right? So they reached out to get you, right? You were something that they could grasp. That's what they thought. And this was in terms of a romantic relationship, right? So romantically, they thought you were accessible. You were something that they desired. You were something, I don't know, whatever, for whatever fucking reason. They thought you were accessible for them. So they took it. And what happened in this relationship is like you ended up in suspense. You basically ended up tied up, not being able to do fucking anything. And you just went on. You're like, I'm going to grab my shit and just walk away, wet my skirt. I'm just getting out of the shit. Because what I really want is happy family, happy life. And even though I came out all wounded from this situation, I still won and I'm still standing. I won the fight. Now, wait. Oh my God, it just got more complicated with 3 cards. I thought they were going to help. Okay, so you've got this illusion about the man, right? You do have this illusion about this man, that he's all this and that and spiritual and understanding, but it's an illusion. It's an illusion. You see, you're in a moon state. It's an illusion. The card is turned. So I'm going to show you how I'm reading this so that this is basically walking away from something, but we're turned that way. So what you're happening here is like you're walking into a fight that cannot be won, right? This is like a battle or situation that has basically no outcome, no positive outcome, no negative outcome. It's just like a dead end. You're like driving into the dead end. You're going inwards into the dead end. And that is going to create some kind of substance abuse, right? You're going to start to self-medicate yourself. Not necessarily alcoholism or whatever, but you're going to need, either you're going to need to medicate yourself or you're going to need... No, you're not going to need to medicate yourself, but it's like you're self-medicating yourself because of the situation, because there's no outcome to it. And you're trying to figure out in your head what has gone wrong, how can I fix it? And there's no fucking fixing it. You're thinking how to go through the dead end. You can't. It's called dead end for a reason. So you're in a situation where you've been waiting for something to come to fruition, right? In terms of relationship or anything else. Think for yourself, whatever works for you, whatever it is for you. Whoever's listening. What we have here is like, you felt like you're at the dead end. You can't come out because you've put so much work in to something and you're just getting little tiny little reward pennies here. And what you're actually looking for, you're like looking out to the stars. That's what you want. But that's what you're getting. You're just getting, someone's giving you a chip, a penny at a time, right? There's a charity, but that charity is not what you want. What you actually want, you want your dream to come true. Okay. So, okay, this is interesting. So this is what we have here. I don't know if you can see it, but you're supposed to, like, this is here, you walking away from a situation, right? Leaving something behind, walking away from it. Basically saying, no, I don't see it the way I want it to be. That's not what I thought it to be. That's not what I see things to be. That's not what I want. This is you always as a victim, right? You're carrying this burden, and this is your spiritual mind. So you're trapped between two, right? So it looks like you keep moving back and forth, right? From your higher self, like this beautiful conscious mind and thinking being, like a Übermensch. The nature's Übermensch that you actually are. You're moving away from it to this little victim that is carrying this burden. So you're like going back and forth, back and forth. You're like trapped in between. You can't quite walk away from it. You're trapped in between these two characters in yourself. So what are we to do here? Oh, 2 cards, fine. Whoa. Wow. Wait. Yes. How the fuck am I going to say that? You have to understand, right, that you indeed are the Empress, right? That you indeed have the power of the Knight of Cups. You are at all. You have the power of justice. And then you have to steal, right? You steal the world. You steal the world. You take all that's yours, right? So that you can give others. Know that you need to have to give.